What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. Today I've got a new unboxing for you. It's for the Loki 1/6 scale Avengers Endgame hot toy. Now, I got this guy for a sweet deal from Another Dimension Comics here in Calgary. I was lucky because I walked in the store totally blind and they had a 20% off deal. Now for me, this got this guy down way lower than I could have got him from the States. So I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to unbox it for you guys. Stick around if you guys like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. Today, I got my first Loki in my 1/6 scale collection. I've wanted a Loki figure since I really started collecting, but I'd never truly loved some of the likenesses that I'd seen. I know that the Loki Dark World figure is actually pretty decent. It was the one that definitely had me considering it in the past. But when I found out now almost 3 years ago that Loki Endgame was coming with the original Avengers suit, I really was like, that's kind of the one that I want. The big ass helmet, the badass scepter, the Tesseract, and all of the other things that this guy comes with. Don't want to spoil it. Obviously, you guys saw the art box. It's actually beautiful. Green is my favorite color. So no wonder this outfit specifically stands out to me a little bit. This has a feel of a texture on the box, but it's pretty light. But I like seeing the broken Avengers logo on the back. I think that's pretty cool. The gold design of the box definitely is reminiscent of the figure and some of the outfit choices that he's got. So I'm super excited. Seeing it here in the clamshell, this is literally my first look at it with you guys. I didn't unbox it ahead of time. I didn't have a chance to take any plastic off. None of it. I literally got home at about 5 o'clock, unboxed this bad boy right here on camera. And first impressions? I can see why this head sculpt is still a little bit of a hot topic. I think it definitely looks like Tom Hiddleston. The hair, I'm not too sold on it yet. The soft touch of the material of the outfit, though, is beautiful, and the tailoring on the figure, just again, first thoughts, it looks really good. Like really, really good. And standing him up in my light box, okay, it's starting to pop for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, again, I get it, this isn't a perfect likeness to Tom Hiddleston, but look at the outfit. The material choice here is excellent. I like the speckling on the skin. I like the armor type. He's got a bit of weight to him. It feels expensive. It feels like a more premium collectible. But again, I actually got this very high for a pretty good deal, so like I'm pretty stoked about that aspect of it. Now, I want to get the helmet out because I've heard people say that it is actually pretty difficult to deal with. In my mind's eye, this helmet should be more gold, but this is definitely reading as bronze to me, especially when it's under the light box here. I love the speckling though. I like what it looks like. It's extremely lightweight though, but this is how it kind of clicks together and unclicks. Now, in a second here, I'm going to try and put it on the figure, but like this is extremely tight fitting. I can feel it already in my hands. I'd almost be worried it's going to break kind of right at the midsection if I have to slot it around the hair. Clearly it's part of the reason they made the hair sculpt so skinny in the back. And again, very light plastic. You can feel it to the touch. Now, this is where I was talking about. I got it slid around the back of the hair and the neck. And I like, it just feels like it's going to scratch his ear, his cheek, or it's going to literally break in my hands. So this might be one of those pieces that once it's on, it kind of stays on. But you can see once it connects, it's actually incredibly seamless and impressive to look at. So I will give it that. Let's see what it actually looks like on the figure kind of standing him up though. I really like the look of this. Now, this is again very neutral pose at this point. Because of the outfit tailoring, I am going to be a little more careful with this figure, and it reads a little bit more gold once you kind of see it standing up in the light, which is kind of cool to see as well. Now his scepter, he comes with two of them. He comes with the short, kind of detracted scepter, and then he's got the one that's long and extended. I like that you see that Tesseract piece inside there. Under the light, glows pretty nicely, but is not lit. There's no batteries in this, nothing like that. These again still feel kind of like cheap plastic, I will say, for such a premium object, especially these little guys. These two iconic daggers that Loki tends to kind of throw around, I love that about him, and I love this weaponry, but it does feel cheap, and honestly, not even that well painted. The Tesseract is really cool under lighting. If you've got a specialized camera that can kind of recreate lighting effects, I bet this Tesseract looks badass. I don't have that kind of camera, unfortunately, but maybe I'll get there at some point. Now again, this is also the mouth muzzle that he has at the beginning of Endgame when he's being escorted out of the room by the Avengers. In a few minutes, I'm going to take the helmet off and I'm going to put this muzzle on with the handcuffs as well. This is the array of hands that he has. I like that he's got the one holding hand on both sides that will hold those little daggers, so that's pretty cool. He's got an open palm hand, so he can actually hold the Tesseract if he wants to, and he's got more of a closed-handed grip. No fists, really. The two that look like fists are still a little on the open side. And they're still good for these handcuffs. Now you do have to actually pop the hand off the peg in order to slip this around. You can't just slide it over the hand. Now, even with the long weapons in his hand, he's actually got a pretty good center of balance and gravity. But I would say the hand sculpt they've given us to hold this scepter is really ugly because it's got that very obvious line at the thumb, which makes no sense. This guy does come with a standard figure base with a crotch grabber, no dynamic stand in the box. This is what he looks like with the handcuffs on, holding the Tesseract with the muzzle. I think it kind of looks pretty cool. I can definitely see Tom Hiddleston even more. Now, is that a cop-out because half of his face is covered? Yeah, sure. But I still see it, so I'm good with it. Now, again, remember, I got this figure at a bit of a discount. Posability-wise, this outfit is pretty tight. He does bend at the knees, he bends at the elbows. He does really a lot of what a standard 6-scale figure can do, with obvious restrictions. He doesn't have very good articulation at the waist. And I wouldn't want to spread his legs too wide because I wouldn't want to rip the pants. I'm not even going to necessarily show it to you. I just wanted to tell you, again, standard articulation. The base, like I showed you, is relatively simple and standard. It's kind of boring in my opinion, but at least it'll match other bases that are in our collections. At the end of the day, what do I give this figure? Realistically, about a 7.5 out of 10. I don't think the face likeness is perfect for Tom Hiddleston. I am happy I got a deal, so I would say this is a good wait for a sale item if you get the opportunity. If not, if Loki's still your favorite character and you love this outfit, I am not disappointed with the outfit. In fact, I think it's beautiful. I do have some concern that it may flake and peel slowly over time, depending on your climate, so something to take note of. But overall, does it look fantastic in the display? Absolutely. And so I'm pretty happy with it that way. It comes with a number of accessories that I really like, and it feels like it was worth the money, in my opinion. But I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. Do you already have this figure? Have you been considering it? Did this help or not really help? Are you still on the fence? I'd love to hear from you. But if you guys liked the video, hit the like button for me, smash the subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next unboxing video. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you on the next one.